Burna Boy, the African giant's rise to global fame. From the streets of Port Harcourt to the stages of the Grammys, Burna Boy has become one of Africa's most electrifying voices. A pioneer of Afro-fusion, a fearless activist, and an international music icon. This is the story of Damini Ebunoluwa Ogulu, better known as Burna Boy. Burna Boy was born on July 2, 1991 in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, Nigeria. His real name is Damini Ebunoluwa Ogulu. He hails from a family with strong musical and managerial roots. His mother, Bose Ogulu, who would later become his manager, was a language translator and worked in the arts. His grandfather, Benson Idonije, was the legendary manager of Afrobeat pioneer Fela Kuti, a huge influence on Burna's sound. Even as a child, Burna Boy showed a deep love for music. He began making his own beats using Fruity Loops during his school days. Burna Boy attended Corona Secondary School in Agbara, Lagos State. Later, he moved to the UK for higher education, where he studied media technology at the University of Sussex and media communications and culture at Oxford Brookes University. However, Burna eventually dropped out and returned to Nigeria to fully pursue his music career. This international exposure would later influence the global flavor of his Afro-fusion sound, a blend of Afrobeat, reggae, dancehall, hip-hop, and R&B. Burna Boy remains very close to his family. His mother, Bose Ogulu, plays a central role in his career, known for her fierce protection of his image and her powerful speeches during award shows. While Burna Boy keeps much of his personal life private, he has been linked romantically to UK rapper Stefflon Don. Their relationship, although publicly acknowledged, eventually came to an end in 2022. Burna's music often reflects his personal experiences, emotions, and the political climate of Nigeria. Burna Boy's breakthrough came in 2012 with the single Like to Party off his debut album LIFE 2013. The album was a success, blending Afrobeat with dancehall and reggae and earning him a large fanbase in Nigeria. In 2015, he released On a Spaceship, further solidifying his presence in African music. But it wasn't until 2018, with the release of Ye, that Burna became a global sensation. Ironically, the track gained major popularity because people searching for Kanye West's album of the same name stumbled upon Burna's song and were hooked. African Giant Era. In 2019, Burna Boy released his critically acclaimed album, African Giant. This was a defining moment. The album featured hits like Bona Anybody Dangote Killin' Dem, Feat, Zlatan. The album earned him his first Grammy nomination in 2020 and won the Best International Act at the BET Awards. Burna became the voice of a new African movement, bold, political, and unapologetic. Songs like Dangote spoke of wealth disparity, while another story explored Nigeria's colonial history. In 2020, Burna released Twice as Tall, executive produced by American hip-hop icon Diddy. The album won the Grammy for Best Global Music Album in 2021, making Burna Boy the first Nigerian solo artist to win a Grammy with his own project. The album continued his message-driven music while elevating his production, collaborations, and international standing. Since then, Burna Boy has headlined major festivals, sold out Madison Square Garden, O2 Arena, and became the first African artist to headline a stadium in the UK, a historic moment. Beyond music, Burna Boy is also a savvy businessman. His brand, Spaceship Collective, includes his record label Spaceship Records, and he's also engaged in fashion and philanthropy. He's also an outspoken activist. During the EndSARS protests in Nigeria, he used his platform to demand change, fund legal aid for arrested protesters, and amplify youth voices. Burna Boy is more than just a pop star. He's a cultural ambassador. He's taken African music global in a way few artists have. His sound, message, and energy have helped shift the world's attention to Afrobeat and African stories. He inspires a new generation of African artists to dream big and unapologetically. From the streets of Port Harcourt to the world's biggest stages, Burna Boy is the living embodiment of the African giant. With his powerful voice, political lyrics, and genre-blending brilliance, Burna has become a symbol of pride for Africa and a global icon of resistance, celebration, and identity. Like, comment, and subscribe to learn more about Africa's most iconic figures.